Well, I'd like to thank you for coming today. I'm thrilled to be here today in Rochester and honoring one of our local heroes, David Lawson, for a heroic rescue that he did just not too long ago. But I want to preface it by saying this. One of the reasons I thought it was so important to come here today is I'm the daughter of a fireman. And, you know, our first responders certainly in the state of Indiana are some of the best in the nation. And it's one thing to say that, it's something else to be standing next to one today and being able to recant his story. And I'll tell you, you know, I'm grateful to serve the 2nd District for moments like this. You know, as a member of Congress, I can go to the floor and we're doing what's called Who's Who in District 2, just highlighting regular people doing their jobs that are just exemplary, doing phenomenal things. And so when I went to the floor on February 3rd to thank David for his heroic work, there's other members sitting there, and we're all listening to each other when we're doing these, and we're speaking to the nation at the same time. And after I read this, my fellow Republicans and Democrats that were on the floor literally looked at each other and said, wow, that is awesome. Who doesn't want, right? Who doesn't want a David Lawson in their districts? And the great thing is our first responders around the country are the best, and there's a lot of David Lawsons. But I'm here today to honor this fireman, this firefighter, and to thank this department and the folks that are in his team for doing what they did. So I want to read this. This is what I read on the House floor. And this is the congressional record. So this is also in the Federal Register. And it basically goes into the annals of the history of our country that says on this day, we're congratulating and honoring this firefighter for this heroic deed. So it goes like this. Mr. Speaker, I rise today to recognize and pay tribute to a brave individual in my district. Rochester volunteer firefighter David Lawson was returning home from an early morning medical call last month when he hit a deer. While the accident only caused minor damage to his vehicle, it delayed his trip home. As he was driving, he noticed smoke coming out of the vents of a nearby house. He called emergency responders and headed towards the house and began banging on the front door to wake up the occupants. He awoke the adult occupants, who grabbed their 4 children and got out safely. We later found out the fire started in the attic, which did not set off the smoke detectors. Although he may say it is simply a part of his job, David Lawson's courage and resolve to protect the residents of northern Indiana is truly remarkable. People like Dave Lawson are ordinary people doing extraordinary things. On behalf of the people of Indiana's 2nd Congressional District, I thank David and the brave men and women who represent Indiana's entire first responder community for their collective service and commitment to protecting all of our loved ones. Today, I thank Dave Lawson and our volunteer firefighters everywhere for the daily sacrifices they make on our behalf. I have the greatest respect for these people who have the courage to undertake such a perilous job and have the dedication to do what you do. Dave, congratulations.
Thank you.
Absolutely. This is for you. Do you want to say anything?
I'm good. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Like I said, I presented Dave with the Chiefs Combination Medal, and I said it's just the right time, the right place, and I'm glad that he had awareness at 1:30 in the morning to realize that there was smoke coming from the residents. The outcome was some people were displaced and no lives were lost. So
Absolutely.
we can deal with the displacement, and afterwards, I know Dave has contact with the family, and we've been trying to help him relocate and find a job. So this is kind of a small town service. I know they just relocated here, and one thing she was adamant about was staying here just because of the events that happened and Dave's compassionate caring, and then the way the community embraced them. So it's a lot to be said about Little Rochester.
Yeah, there's a lot to be said about Little Rochester. There's a lot going on in Rochester today. I was just at the Harry Webb Pharmacy and congratulating them and the Citizens Action Group as well for their fight against meth. And, you know, I said to the mayor, as I came out here today, I said, boy, there's a lot happening in Rochester and in Fulton County, and what a place to come to highlight great things happening. So, again, to all of our first responders, I'm grateful for your service and sacrifice. Growing up in a family home with my dad being a fireman, you just never knew. And at the moment's call, there they went, saving lives. So I'm forever indebted as well. But just, Dave, you've just been an exemplary firefighter, and we're all proud of that. So thank you very much for paying attention. Then I did ask him what happened to the deer, and he said the deer actually ran away. It was fine. So
I'd just like to say that a hero is usually someone of few words, and you're seeing that today. But they're big on action. And Dave, I'm glad you were big on action on that day, and so is that family. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.